Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Sunday, everyone. I don't know, what is this? Week 5, week 6 of the lockdown? Week 5. Uh, Getting locked down. I think it's week 5 of the lockdown. Maybe it's week 6. I can't remember. I've been locked down so long, I don't remember when it started. Uh, but I do remember that it's Sunday morning. So I have my coffee. Hey, Bruce, what's happening, buddy? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Yeah, somebody sent Mira last night. Somebody sent her on Facebook, I guess it was. She she's up in the middle of, I don't know, about midnight, something like that, and she texted me to wanting to know if this little news clip she was looking at about a typhoon that was heading to um, Cebu. So I went and checked real quick, and there's no typhoons in the area. But I guess somebody had sent her an old clip from CNN Philippines, right? Fake news, as Trump would say. So, happy Sunday, everyone. What are you guys up to? Just being locked down, locked in your barangay. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. Yeah, bored. Everybody. Actually, I have been working my butt off. A lot of what I do, I can do from anywhere. I just need a computer and an internet connection. So I'm working right here from home, and there's really not that much to do, so except work, you know. So I've been getting a lot of work done. Uh, yeah, yeah. So getting a lot of work done. Conference calls, you know, all that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah, that's right, Bruce. I am drawing a check, and I appreciate that very much. Um, do indeed, but at least I'm able to stay productive. But it really depends on what your job is. You know, I mean, obviously, if you're working at a um, store or factory or something like that, where you have to go in and they're shut down, then you can't get any work. So, so how are things going in Cebu? I guess you're locked down. Well, you moved over to Talisay City, right? Or you've been in Talisay. You just moved to a different place in Talisay, right? Yeah. From what I understand, if you draw Social Security, they're just gonna deposit it into your bank account. They did. My son, he had been laid off right before all this crap started, and I think they still haven't gotten an unemployment check to him, but he did get the $1,200 from President Trump. So, and they just popped it into his account from last year's tax returns to whatever deposit account you had set up, you know, checking account. You gave them your checking account number or whatever, and they just deposited the money straight into there. So, yeah, yeah. So it'll probably turn up in there. I'm not so. If you're drawing Social Security, I'm not sure what the deal was. Um, but I believe they said because I'm not, so I wasn't really paying attention to it when they were talking about it. But I believe they're just going to drop it right in there. But they haven't done any for me, but it might be that I'm on the higher income side. I may not get much of anything. But it was definitely a help for my son. Also, Amira said to say hello to everybody. Um, she's not feeling well today, so she went to bed early. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought, Bruce. You don't have to do anything; they should just deposit it. Because I haven't checked today. I guess I could have the app on my phone. I could check and see if they made a deposit. I doubt that. Nah, I think I heard them say this Thursday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said Thursday this week is when the next round will go out. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten any. I think I'm pretty sure they said Thursday. That seems to be what I recall. Yeah. Hey, Arlene, how are you? So, lockdown blues. Yeah. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just being locked down. Um, I was just talking to Bruce a few minute ago there that I've actually been doing a lot of work because the work that I do in engineering I can do anywhere that I have a computer, and so I've been working a lot. I've been down so darn long. Seems like yeah. If it wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all, right? Yeah, man. But yeah, I've actually been working, so I've been staying pretty busy, Arlene. I've been um, conference calls and uh, spreadsheets and wireless and IO layouts and just tons of stuff that I've been doing. Actually, one thing I have found is that I'm more productive when I'm home. I don't get interrupted because I don't have somebody coming by my desk all the time asking me questions. Yeah, I'm working from home, so if they have a question for me, they either need to send me an email or call me, and so it doesn't interrupt my thought process when I'm working on something. So that's kind of cool. I enjoy that. Yeah. And so on Mondays and Tuesdays in the evening, normally when I teach music, um, of course, the store has been closed. So I've been teaching on using this app called Zoom that I've heard a lot of bad things about. It's a Chinese app. And apparently the Chinese are stealing a lot of the data or something like that. But I have a separate account set up on this computer. And I do all the Zoom stuff right just with that one account. And it's managed by a music and arts company, music and art, Guitar Center. And they email me out links to the session ID or meeting ID, whatever they call it. And so I'm able to keep teaching students. A few dropped out, mainly the young ones. They they have a hard time with doing the remote teaching thing. But yeah, so really not that much of a change to besides doing remotely. I don't go into the store and then sit there and with students in person. So I'm still able to get that done too. So what's everybody else doing in their lockdown? Bruce says he's just bored. You guys bored of the lockdown? Tell me what you've been doing. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's out of tune. Yeah, the lockdown blues have been so locked down so goddamn long. Seems like up to me. That's a good line, Bruce. I like that. Yeah, do an Excel spreadsheet and lie to them at the same time on a conference call. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, man. I like being able to working from home. I like to be able to just stay focused, and that works really well for me. Um, but yeah, you get interrupted with conference calls with the customers, and you know all that kind of stuff. Yeah, what is that, Arlene? I can't tell what that is. Oh, takeout. Uh, takeout food. Yeah, we do a fair amount of that here, Grubhub. Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to a fishing buddy of mine here. Oh, you're having dinner right now? Okay. Um, the Maryland DNR, Department of Natural Resources, will not allow you to go out and just do sport fishing. If you go fishing, you have to eat whatever it is you catch. How are they going to enforce that? I really don't know. Um, but I think the striped bass season starts up the end of this month. So yeah, here in Maryland we call those rockfish, but they're the striped bass, and they migrate up and down the East Coast. They'll get pretty big. Some of them will get pretty big, but they come into the Chesapeake Bay to spawn. So I don't know what the size limits were. I can't remember. Yeah, actually, I went out on a fishing trip last year and made a video of it. Mostly small ones, so we didn't catch any really big ones. But they'll get out there and troll up and down the channel in the bay for the big ones. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I was Bruce, and I found a place on Grubhub to deliver some to me. So I actually just had some the other night, and they make this dip with crab meat and cream cheese and stuff. It's also pretty yummy. Uh, and I had an order of fries with the crab dip on top of it. That was really yummy too. I miss going to my favorite place, but right now the restaurants aren't open, so you can't go sit inside and eat like you used to. They only have carry out or delivery. I haven't checked to see if they have delivery. That's a good. I have to do. Have to check on that. But yeah. So, any of you guys know what the numbers are in the Philippines? I heard that there's a couple of barangays around Cebu that have some COVID-19 uh, patients, or whatever you want to call it, infected people. Um, it always seemed like it wasn't too bad there. And hey, Troy, good to see you. Yeah, so they have all the little towns cordoned off or sectioned off. Um, yeah, there were the last time I looked at there's a website Cebu Daily News, and I looked on there, and they were talking about some cases that are up north of Ayala Mall, that barangay up there. So apparently there were some COVID-19 cases. People tested positive in that area. But yeah, thanks, Troy. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Like I was saying earlier, uh, I've just been working during the lockdown, and it's kind of good because I can stay focused on what I'm doing. I get a lot of work done. So we're all locked down, but I'm working my ass off between conference calls and wireless and all the other stuff that I prepare for our customers. So, and it's kind of nice because I can just sit down and just crank it out, and I'm not interrupted. That's probably the thing I like the most about it, is that I don't have people coming by my desk constantly asking me questions about stuff. So I can just stay focused on it. Now, if they need to ask me a question, they have to either send me an email um, or call me. One or the other. $62 59 cases, 409 deaths, 572. Yeah, the Luz Barangay. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of on serious lockdown. Yeah, that I believe that's the one just up there by Ayala Mall. Yeah. Hey Troy, I hope so. I'd like to myself, to be honest with you. In November's probably when I'm going to be able to get there. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it sooner than that. Even if they opened everything up, I've just got a couple of jobs that I got to get done. I just got an order yesterday for 2 electronic equipment cabinets. So I'm designing those and building those, and they got to go in. That's in Greenville, North Carolina. And then I got the job that I did last year in Augusta. I got to finish that up again this September. So I'm not sure I'm going to have a block of time myself, but I'm hoping to get out in November. Yeah. So it all depends on how things wind down. It seems to me that, at least from watching the numbers here, yeah, it is too hard to call right now. Yeah, you're gonna run over to Taipei. That's cool. The it, it looks like the number of cases come up and then they level off and come back down, and so I would think that by late summer should pretty much be all over with. I would hope. But yeah, Bruce, you're right. It is too hard of a call to make right this moment. Um, I wouldn't book any flights right now, but so the U.S. is looking to bail out our airlines. So that being the case, hopefully they won't gouge me too much on the price of a ticket to round trip ticket to the Philippines. But you never know. Yeah. What are they? What kind of money are you looking at for? It's a round trip ticket in November. I guess you could if you can if it's refundable. I would book it because you can always get the money back. But a lot of those are those. I mean, and I've flown on them quite a few times. They're not refundable. Basically, you have to take the trip if you book it. So, but I think the airlines are probably planning to be open. I would, if I were in the airline business, I would be planning to be open in November, probably October as well. So that would be my thought. But yeah, I'm still kind of in my case. I'm kind of waiting to see what my schedule's going to play out like. Where do I have to be? Um, when and where do I have to be for my job, for my work? Hey, Steve, good to see you, man. Some $730. Yeah, yeah, that's a good price, Troy. But the question is it a refundable ticket? And I'm guessing for $730 that it's probably not. So that puts the risk is yours if you go with that route. But it is a good price. It is a good price. It usually costs me around $1,000 every time I go. Yeah, that's a good point, Bruce. Even if it's not totally refundable, as long as you can change it, um, yeah, that's a good point. If it's a changeable, there's no penalty for you to move dates around. Yeah, to be honest with you, I think right around now is when they would have the sport fishing tournament over in Shargout. Um, it's around this time of the year, April, mid-April. So the fishing be good over there for sailfish and that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the fishing be pretty good over in Shargout. So I was joking with Mira the other day. I said, "Yeah, it's a shame I didn't get locked down in Shargout. I could have just stayed over there and been fishing the whole time." The only problem with Shargout, at least where I was staying at Sailfish Bay, is they don't have the internet um, sucks. So I wouldn't be able to work like I am here. In the States, we have pretty fast internet just about everywhere, but not over in Shargout. Although I understand it's getting better. I believe they're putting in the little town of Pacifico where I stay at with my buddy Mark. I believe they're putting a new cell phone tower in there. Sun, I think. Sun. Yeah. Ah, so round trip from the U.S. to Philippines, you can get for $600 or $700. But the other way around, if you're coming from the Philippines to the States, is 12 to 1700. Yeah, that is a lot. I wonder what it is that influences those prices. I mean, because if you think about it, I mean, like, well, I usually go on Delta, so I fly from Baltimore, Washington, to Detroit, and then there's a regular flight from Detroit to Seoul, to Incheon, that just flies back and forth between Seoul and Incheon. I mean, Detroit and Incheon all the time. Um, so, I mean, it goes both ways. It flies from Detroit to Incheon, and then from Incheon back to Detroit. And the same with the flights from Incheon to Cebu and Cebu to Incheon. They go back and forth. So, yeah, it's kind of, that is a big, I mean, it's an extra $1,000, basically 600 to $1,000 more to just go back the other direction. In a round trip ticket, you're going to do both anyway, right? So I have no idea how they come up with that pricing. So yeah, I've been through Hong Kong and Narita as well. But the one that ends up being usually the most convenient for me is the one from Detroit to Incheon. And that part of that is Korean Air and Delta are partner airlines. So, I just book it through Delta and all the way out. Usually you end up with one leg of the journey that's with Philippine Airlines from Cebu to Incheon, and then the rest is either Delta or Korean Air. Yeah, Incheon is a nice airport. Incheon's a real nice airport. Yeah, it's a cool place to hang out. I finally made it to the. They have like a travel lounge that's like on the second floor, International Connections Lounge or something. You can go get a shower, get a massage. You can do all kinds of stuff there. It's pretty cool. Actually, I didn't partake of any of that, but I did at least get to go check it out. Actually, I had a question. I think I need to ask somebody from Korean Air. I had to find their um, counter so that I could talk to somebody. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. So Philippines require a letter from the doctor. Yeah, all kinds of requirements are probably going to come out now because of this business with I call it the CCP, Chinese Communist Party virus, CCP virus. Uh, Speaking of Hong Kong, Bruce, I heard that the Chinese they just arrested one of the guys that does one of the newspapers there, sort of cracking down on all that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. They do have smoking rooms. where you can go have a smoke. Yeah, nice airport. Incheon's a nice airport. Ooh. So what? Anything else you guys are doing for your lockdown? Any? I tell you what, I haven't shaved. I've been letting my beard grow out, but what happens? It gets to a certain length and it starts becoming itchy, and then I just have to break down and shave. So yeah, yeah. I mean, and most of the Philippines are living hand to mouth anyway. Um, so it's got to be tough. It's got to be tough there. Yeah. So Troy's saying 2 more months of lockdown and the Philippines government be out of money. Um, yeah. Hey, Renee. Um, I believe I can't. I'm trying to remember. It's where I met Mira. I think it's called Date in Asia. Date in Asia. So I think that's it. Let me look. I'm gonna look on my other computer here real quick. I believe it's called Date in Asia. Yeah, free. The free site. Yeah, it's called dateinasia.com. Yeah, yeah, dateinasia.com. That's what it's called. Yeah, I haven't been on there for quite a while, so I really don't know. Um, Yeah, yeah. It has a pretty cool. Steve is saying that you can pick the area or town you want to search, and which is pretty cool because if you know, for instance, that you're going to be in Leyte, then you can search Leyte, or you can search a particular town there or whatever. If you're coming to Cebu, you can just look for Cebu, and it'll show you the profiles of the girls that are in that area, you know, that are also on there. So yeah, it's in that regard, it's a pretty cool site, and it's free, so you don't have to pay anything for it. Um, Hey Renee, do I want to live in the Philippines? I probably will. At least part of the time. Yeah. I like the weather. I like the warm weather. I don't like the cold. Um, and here in Maryland, during the wintertime, it gets cold. So for sure, I would probably stay there, through all the winter months. Bruce. I don't know if he's still with us or not, but he lives there in Talisay, and just south of Cebu City. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Looks like we've been at it for a while. Actually, my coffee's getting cold, and I need to get some more coffee. Hey, Priscilla. Good to see you. Yeah, there you go, Arlene. Like I said, it's free, so uh, it's a good one. It's a good one to sign up on. So anyway, guys, yep, you all have a good day. Thank you very much. Love you all, and God bless you. Be safe out there, and I'll see you later.